Hello everybody, welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jing Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to US application. So I hope you guys are doing great. It's been snowing here right now in the Midwest and I think all over the country. So I hope everybody's staying safe wherever you may be and whatever weather you have. So today what we're going to talk about is a very important thing for foreign educated physical therapists. It is about the hardship of getting a tourist visa, and we're going to talk about what is the tourist visa for and what can be your alternative if you cannot get a US tourist visa. Coming right up. Alright, so first things first, what is a tourist visa? So if you're going to the US, so the tourist visa B1, B2, that is the tourist visa that you need in order for you to take the National Physical Therapy Examination. Okay, so according to FSBPT, you can only take the NPTE in the US territories, and in Canada. Okay, so you cannot take the NPTE in your own country. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So that is the reason why, as a foreign educated physical therapist, if you do not have an immigrant visa, if you are not a US citizen, you need a tourist visa to take the NPTE, or unless you have like a student visa to come to the US, you can also use that to enter to the US legally, okay, to take the NPTE. Okay, so what is the problem right now? So because of the pandemic, according to the students who send me messages, consult with me, it's so hard to secure a schedule in the US Embassy to appear for an interview to apply for a tourist visa. One student told me in the Philippines it's like 2 years before you can schedule an interview to appear in the US Embassy, okay, to apply for a tourist visa. Some told me a year. Unless something open up, when you check it, then you can grab that slot, the spot, but it's taking forever. And this is affecting your scheduling for your NPTE. Okay, so that's why, if ideally, in an ideal situation, if you can see what is the available the schedule to appear for a tourist visa interview first, before you register to FSBPT, that will be ideal, so that you will not waste your time, you will not waste your money scheduling your NPTE only to find out that you cannot take that NPTE. A lot of students told me this. They scheduled their NPTE but they cannot appear to for an interview to get the tourist visa because it is backlog in the US Embassy. So it's a headache. You have to email FSBPT. You can refund it. I'm not sure if it is 100% refundable, but I think there's a fee even if you refund it. So that is making it very hard for foreign educated physical therapists right now to take the NPTE because of the backlog in the scheduling in the US Embassy. And this is not just in the Philippines, but in India, in other country, Pakistan, the people that I'm connected or telling me about this, consulting with me or sending me messages. It is a worldwide problem right now. So someone asked about US territories like Guam, Puerto Rico. You can take the exam there, but you still need to apply for a tourist visa. So without the tourist visa, you cannot take the exams even in US territories. So what is the possible solution or alternative if you cannot enter the USA? Okay, so as I mentioned before, FSBPT mentioned that you can take the exam in the US territories, and in Canada. Okay, so Canada might be a solution for you guys, you know, especially I found out that there are certain countries that are exempted from a tourist visa to enter Canada. So let's see what are the countries that are accepted from tourist visa application, and what are the countries that should apply for a tourist visa to enter Canada. So Canada might be more open than the USA, so this is an alternative, and this is something that you can try out in order for you to take your NPTE faster. So here is we are on the official website of the government of Canada. Okay, so this I can put the link on the description section below, so you can explore it on your own. All right, so let's see the visa exempt ETA eligible travelers. Okay, so the following travelers need electronic travel authorization to board their flight to Canada. However, these travelers do not need an ETA if they are if entering by land or sea, if instance driving from the US, or coming by train, bus, or boat, including cruise ship. Okay, so look through here. If you are from this country, I repeat, if you are a citizen, not just visiting, okay, if you are a citizen from any of this country, then you do not need a visa, okay, to go to Canada. Okay, so the visa exempt. Okay, so you have, we're going through the common ones: Australia, okay, Bahamas. British citizens are exempted. Okay, if you're from Brunei, Finland, France, Germany. I have students asking me, or PTs, foreign educated PTs connected with me, communicating with me from France, Germany. So if you cannot go to the US, you cannot get a tourist visa, you can go to Canada to take your NPTE. Ireland, if you're from Japan, Republic of Korea, you can go to Canada, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Samoa, Singapore. If you're a Singaporean citizen, then you can go to Canada to take the NPTE. Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. So UAE, if you're a citizen in UAE and Vatican City State. Okay, so the full list is here. Okay, again, go through it if your country is visa exempt. Now, these are the visa required travelers. Okay, the following travelers need a visa to come to Canada by any method: plane, car, bus, train, or cruise ship. Okay, so see, you have, these are the lists. I'm not going through all of them, okay, but I'm just going to maybe say some of the foreign PTs that they communicate with me. Brazil, from Brazil, if you're from Brazil, you need a visa to go to Canada. Dominican Republic, from Egypt, okay, from Ghana, Guatemala, Haiti, from India. If you're from India, there are lots of foreign PTs. If you're from India, you still need a visa to go to Canada. From Jamaica, okay, from Lebanon, Libya, Malaysia. If you're from Philippines, going down here all the way, okay, if you're from Philippines, you need a tourist visa to go to Canada. Okay, and so from people from Africa, okay, Syria, from Thailand, yeah, so all of these countries, you need to apply for a tourist visa to enter Canada. So if you're going to appear for an interview for a tourist visa to Canada or to US, okay, so the rule of the thumb is, number one, you have to be confident in talking. You know, you cannot be I'm going, so you cannot be showing that you're scared, you are intimidated by the consul. You have to be confident, explaining what is the purpose of going to that country. Why are you going to that country? Okay, so you have to practice your English, answering questions. There are many online information there giving tips on what are the common questions that consuls are asking. Okay, and you have to answer them honestly. Do not lie. Okay, and with confidence. Okay, so number two, you have to have all the documents that you need to prove the purpose of your visit. Okay, for example, you're going to take the NPTE. Okay, so everything that you have, the eligibility letter from the state, if you have it, most importantly, the authorization to test, the ATT, it is very important to show to the consul that you are taking the NPTE. Okay, so all the documents, and of course, other students were telling me that sometimes consul are asking for sponsorship letter from an employer. Okay, so if you can get that, that will give you more traction to get approved. A letter from the consul, from the employer, saying that a job is waiting for you after you pass the NPTE. Okay, so that is a very powerful document. If the consul asks for it, you can give it to them, and that can mean that you might be approved with the tourist visa. So all the documents, you have to bring it with you, including the bank account. Okay, how much money you have in the bank, or if you have like an invitation letter from your relative saying that you're going to stay with them and they're gonna support you while you are here in the US or while you are in Canada. Those are all important documents that you should have when you appear to the interview. Okay, you don't have to give them all at once to the consul when they ask for it. Okay, where are your supporting documents? You can give it to them. Okay, but those are some of the important documents that you should have. Okay, another thing is, someone asked me, will it matter if I'm working or not? Okay, so it is very important. Okay, and you can read it all over the internet. When you appear for an interview for a tourist visa, you have to have strong ties. They call it strong ties, that you are going back to your own country. So what do you mean by strong ties? That you have family in your own country still, okay, that you're living with, or relatives, and you have like financial ties to your country. You have a bank account. You have to have a job that you will go back to after visiting the country you're applying for a tourist visa. Okay, so having a job is very important, because if I am the consul and you are applying for a tourist visa and you do not have a job, of course the first thing that will come to my mind is you're not going back here to your country. You're just going to stay in the US or Canada to find a job. Okay, so you have to have a good job. If you have an employment certificate, bring that also, or the pay slips, bring that also to prove that you have a job, okay, that you are going back to. So if you also have properties, if the house, if the car is named after you, so you can prove that these are the things that you still have in your country that you're going back to. Okay, so those are some very important things, tips that I can give you when you apply for a tourist visa. Okay, be confident. Have all the documents that you need to prove the purpose of your visit. If you have supporting documents like the employment offer, okay, from the employer, that a job is waiting for you after you pass the NPTE. If you have an invitation letter from your relatives or friends that you're going to stay with or plan to stay with when you go to the US or Canada, and if you have, employment certificate, pay slips, properties, documents, you have to bring them all in order to prove that you have ties that you're going back to the country. Okay, so just to clarify, I mentioned bank account because sometimes it depends on the consul. They ask if you have the financial capacity to really support yourself, to buy the tickets and to support yourself while you're staying in the foreign land. Okay, so they might not ask for a bank account if you have a support letter or invitation letter from your relatives. Okay, but having a good money that will show that you have the capacity to pay for your ticket, to pay for your stay while you're in the US or Canada, that will also help a lot. Okay, all right guys, so I hope that is helpful for you guys to know. Okay, I'm trying to help you navigate through the process of applying here to the US. My goal is for foreign educated physical therapists to be 100% USPT ready. Okay, so if you want to check out my master class online anywhere you are in the world, okay, the link is down below. I have turbocharge, USPT turbocharge. That is a fast forward USPT application if you want to know the process and you're not wasting your time and, you know, delaying the process to be here and live your American dream. I have it there. I have a PT evaluation masterclass or daily notes masterclass, progress notes, and all the documentation, how to do them properly, and also the USPT golden approach and strategies on how to treat your patients when you get here. So all of that, the link down below. I also just released my ebook. It's all available now wherever you are in the world. You can have a copy of any of my ebooks. The link are down below. I just updated the PT Path to US, you know, so recently updated 2022. Okay, so that's available. I have the practical tips before migrating or starting your US practice. The Just Upright, it's a fall prevention book with evidence-based practice, and you can use the pictures and instruction as home exercise program. That is awesome. And also I have the Burden, Blessings, and Beyond, my personal story on how I overcame all the struggles and difficulties applying here to the US as a foreign educated physical therapist, so you can relate to that as well. Okay, so all the links are down below. If you have any video suggestion, comments, just put them down below. I listen to you people. I make videos based on your questions so I can help you. Okay, so until the next video guys, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, okay, and share this video. Until the next video, stay blessed.